I'm Ivy Doomsday and welcome back to my channel. This is my last part of the 100 Days of Stardew Valley challenge, so I'm excited to see if I can finish all of the missions or challenges that I had set, or if some of them stay unfinished. For the last time, these are the 4 goals that I set for my challenge. I wanted to complete the community center, as well as maxing out all of my skills so that they were level 10. I also wanted to upgrade my house, but I didn't have a use for the cellar, so I didn't worry about that for this challenge. And I also wanted to be able to buy one of every farm animal that you can buy from Marnie's shop. On day 85, I was greeted by Marnie, who wanted a cave carrot so that she could teach her goats to say hello, which meant that I would have to go back into the mines, as I haven't been keeping any of the cave carrots that I found throughout any of my other mine explorations. I decided to end the day with some fishing. Even though I didn't need anything for the community center, I could still use it for money. Day 86, I finally checked out the board. On day 87, I made my way down to the sewers so I could meet Krobus for the first time and also buy the star drop that he was selling. I spent more of the day looking for this one item I needed for the bundle that I had left in the community center, and I raced over as soon as I found it so that I could finally finish the community center and put it behind me. It was sad saying goodbye to the Junimos, but now they are happy and returning to the spirit world. I am panicking about maxing out every skill because the challenge is almost over and I am still here. For day 88, I decided I was going to go take on Skull Cavern, which in hindsight I probably should have just done anything else because I ended up passing out and losing a lot of my items. I woke up on day 89 and Evelyn was at my door. She had a gift for me and it turned out to be a garden pot. And of course, the first thing I had to do was go check out the newly opened community center so that I could experience it with all the other townspeople. And to end my day, I went to pick up my new axe from Clint, which I actually forgot about. On day 90, I took a trip to Willie's shop because I heard that there was a boat in the back of his shop, and turns out that it's a bit run down and I've got to actually fix it. I have some of the materials for it, but it's probably going to be a little bit longer until I actually get it up and running. I then made my way to the mines because I still have a couple of levels to hit before I max out the mining skill, and I'm getting a bit worried about it. I woke up on day 91 and Pierre was at my door. He was saying something about seeds, but I wasn't really paying attention. And then when I went to go check my mail, I was reminded about the Festival of Ice that was happening tomorrow. I went to head into town, but I was met with Krobus being just a tiny bit shady. Now, I've already met Krobus, but I've only just triggered this cutscene, so I decided to just do it anyway. especially seeing as Krobus is my favourite character. He then gifted me with a magnifying glass, which means now I can find secret notes around the valley. I then spent that night adding some lights to my farm because it was getting a bit dark and I was kind of struggling to see at this point. I haven't bothered too much with decorating my farm for some reason. It's usually like one of the first things that I do, but for this challenge I guess I just didn't bother with decorating as it wasn't a main goal that I had set. On day 92, everyone seemed to want to send me recipes in the mail, which is kind of a good thing because now I actually have more things that I can cook. Nothing else really happened on day 92 except for the fact that I did go and attend the Festival of Ice, where I participated in the fishing competition. And of course, just like every other competition that is held in the valley, I managed to win. With it being day 93, I'm starting to panic a little bit, so I headed back to the mines because my mining levels are still 2 levels short. On day 94, Clint asked me to deliver an amethyst to Emily, so I made my way over there as well as finishing off a couple of other missions for people. I then went back to the mines because I'm still getting a little bit worried about my mining levels. On day 95, I took all of the materials over to the broken boat in the back of Willie's shop in hopes that maybe he could fix it and take me somewhere better than Stardew Valley. There's nothing wrong with Stardew Valley, I just would like a change. The rest of the afternoon was spent going back and forth from Clint's shop to the museum. I was breaking open the enormous amount of geodes that I had stacked up in her chest, and I was just delivering anything that needed to be donated to the museum straight away, and then heading back to Clint's and just doing that over and over again until my geodes were empty. And that night they decided to start working on the boat, so hopefully the boat is ready tomorrow to go on a little trip. Day 96, the wizard requested a solar essence, so I made my way over there in the morning and he gave me $1,000 as a reward. I didn't have anything else planned for the day, so I decided to go to Willie's to see if the boat was ready, and conveniently it was ready to go on a trip to Ginger Island, so I decided to just go straight away. It was a much longer trip than I had anticipated, but it turned out to be worth it because the island is absolutely beautiful. Whilst I was exploring the newly found island, I come across this little flame guy. I decided to name him Flamey, very original, and just decided to follow him even though it could lead to my inevitable death, but that's okay. He's cute and I followed him. I've noticed I've been digging up these golden walnuts all around the island. I'm not sure how many there are, but maybe one day I can come back and explore the island a little bit more. And of course, once Flamey is done giving me a tour, maybe I can go back to exploring. On day 97, I was just wandering around the valley and picking up anything that happened to be lying around. I didn't really have a plan for today, but as we're getting closer to the end of the challenge, I was panicking a little bit and I think I was kind of putting it off at this point. I did finally decide to go and check out the quarry. I remembered unlocking it, but I realized I hadn't been over there yet. I'm hoping that this helps level up my mining skill because I'm pretty sure at this point it's also still 2 levels lower than it should be. But I'm not very hopeful. Day 98 is a Sunday, which means it's the last opportunity I have to go and visit the traveling merchant. I don't need anything for the community center now, seeing as it's done, but there is food that I can buy and also furniture, so maybe I will look into that if I continue playing this. After the challenge, I mean. I decided I was going to go to the Adventurers Guild and buy a new weapon because it's been a while since I'd upgraded, so I went for the lava katana. There was no better way of testing it apart from going to the mines, so I set off on another adventure to go to the mines in hopes that I could also get my mining level up. I think my combat level also needed to go up as well, so I was trying to hit 2 of them at once. But things started to not go my way here. There are only 2 days left of this challenge, and I still have 3 skills that aren't maxed out, and I don't think I have enough time to actually max them out either. So I was getting a little bit worried here, but I still kept going and still kept trying to make progress, even if I didn't hit them, because I was still having fun, and that's all that mattered in this challenge. I woke up on day 99, hoping to spend all day in the mines until I remembered about the night market, so I cut my mining experience short just a little bit so that I could go and enjoy the night market because it's the second last day of this challenge and I wanted to go have fun for once. I could do some shopping, I could talk to the other villagers. I was just looking to enjoy the night and do absolutely nothing that was to do with the challenge. I also treated myself to the stone frog that this merchant was selling. I don't know where exactly I'm going to put it on my farm because it's not decorated and it doesn't look very nice, but I'm sure I'll find somewhere for it. I then followed this ominous path to kind of figure out what was over here, and it turned out to be a mermaid show, so I just decided to sit back and relax. I also remembered about a secret note that I got that was telling me about a pattern for the mermaid show, so I decided to do the pattern just to see what would happen, and I got gifted a pearl. It is day 100, which means this is the last day of the challenge, so I made a quick escape for the mines, because as you can see, I'm still at level 9 for mining and combat as well as foraging. So with this being the last day, I was kind of scared. I accepted the fact that I probably wasn't going to get the maxing the skills out done, so instead I went to the community center and I also went to look at my barn just to double check that I had every single farm animal. I was quite happy with it, even if I couldn't max out all the skills, I still had 3 challenges that were complete and I was more than happy with that. I'm really hoping that you enjoyed this little series. It was a lot of fun to make, and it was a lot of trouble seeing as the first video got corrupted and I had to restart because I lost my whole save file, but I've had a lot of fun with this. I ended the challenge by spending my night with the townspeople and experiencing the night market for the last time. I just wanted to say a huge thank you for if you've managed to make it all the way through this video and watch the whole series. So to sum it up, I did complete the community center, which I was kind of scared I wasn't going to be able to do. I did upgrade the house. The house was perfect. It's not decorated, but it's there. I also have every single animal you can buy from Marnie's, which I was very happy about, but unfortunately I did not max out every skill. I hope you've enjoyed and I will see you next time.